I enjoy going to Starbucks or another great coffee shop in the morning, letting somebody else make my coffee for me. But I also really enjoy making coffee at home. My wife says that I make a really mean cup of joe. Now that may be a great endorsement, or that may be her way of making sure that I make the coffee in the morning. But either way, I take it seriously, and I've discovered a few secrets that might help you make a great cup of coffee in the morning. The first secret of brewing a great cup of coffee is you have to have a great bean. I buy only whole beans because I know that way I'm going to get a fresh cup of coffee. I got these from Costa Rica. Usually I just stop by Starbucks or Costco. That leads to the second secret, which is once you open the bag of whole beans, you need to put it in a storage container that seals out the air. Air is the big enemy of fresh coffee, so you want to make sure that you put it in something that keeps it airtight and cool. The third secret is you gotta have fresh water. A lot of people ruin a great coffee bean and make a lousy cup of coffee at home because they don't have filtered water. I have one built into my sink. You can buy an inexpensive Brita or another system that will give you a taste-free water that won't ruin the bean. I like a strong cup of coffee, so I put about 1/4 of a cup in for every 3 cups of coffee. I make 9 cups, so I'm putting that pretty strong. You don't want to over grind it, but basically you want to go about 15 seconds. That leads to the fourth secret, which is as soon as you grind the coffee beans, get them into the water, get them brewing as fast as you can. Remember, the key is having as fresh a cup of coffee as possible. I'll just note that I just use an old-fashioned drip coffee maker. It gets it to 200 degrees. What you want to do is get as close to boiling, which is 212 degrees, as you possibly can. You can control that temperature a little bit more through something like a French press, but the problem with a French press is once you steep it in water for about 3-4 minutes, you've only got about 10 minutes to pour your last refill, because there's no way to keep that hot and warm. You don't want to go with too much of a heat source once you've done. The fifth secret for me is maybe going a little bit overboard. At least my wife says so. But I like to preheat the mug. I happen to have a Sinkerator that will give me 200-degree water immediately. If you're doing a French press, have some other external water source that's already hot, I'd recommend it. You don't have to add any other heat, and you keep a cup of coffee warm a little bit longer. Well, I guess my secrets of making a great cup of coffee at home aren't that big of a secret. But if you're not using filtered water, if you're not buying whole beans, if you're not grinding it yourself, if you're not preheating the mug, all those other things, you might put all 5 together and see if it doesn't just come up with the best cup of coffee you've ever made. Enjoy and have a great day.